wish you were here. I'm mighty sweaty. All right. Just went and worked out. Howdy, friends. I am Matt Shorty Wells. Welcome back to MattWells.biz. All right. So this morning, so first of all, I just got to say, I am a sweaty one. I just got back home a few minutes ago from a little workout / walk on the phone, chatting with a high-paced walk. Came home, picked a few things up and put them down. And now I am about to jump in the shower. But before I do, I'm going to punch out this vlog real quick to sing to you. All right. Really? All right. So this morning, by the way, I've been up since 10 minutes to 6. I just want to celebrate the fact that I am a true old man these days. I wake up with no alarm clock, which has always been kind of the ambition in life, is to wake up without alarm clock. I do that now. Oh, am I sharing my screen? Hold on. What about recording? Oh, I am not. Oh, that's all I really want is the notes. Can I share that? I don't know what that looks like. So I'm wondering if I'm sharing. All right, I'm going to stop this. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, my blog game is getting stronger by the minute, y'all. Okay, so if I'm doing it the same way I did it a moment ago, you should see just my blog notes on the screen, and then me. I'm a little square. I might be able to make myself bigger because there's a lot of blank space. Oh, I bet. All right, so if that worked, then I'm a little bit more big screen, and then you should see my blog notes here. That's neat. Okay, cool. That's really all I wanted to pull up was the blog notes and not the entire screen anyway. So, hey, anyway, so good morning. I think I already said that. Oh, and when I was replaying this back just now to see what that looks like, I recalled that I have a baby face now. In my last posts here, I had a beard. Yeah, I shaved my beard. That's about it. That's all I got. I shaved it. I'll tell you why. So sometimes I'll shave my beard off because I nick it too bad. I'll just start blank, start over, whatever. Sometimes a time or two before this time too, I'll do it because of, I don't know if it was an ingrown hair, just a big zit, but you see that? So apparently I need to step up my hygiene game and learn how to clean myself when I have a beard. So I'm going to grow up a little bit on that and learn how to wash my face, beard or no beard. Anyway, hey, more on the subject here before we even ramble on too long and don't even have a point of this post. Point of this post is be careful who you take advice from. Okay. This is to my fellow network marketers, especially the people who are new in the game. All right. Let me get to my notes here. Be careful who you take advice from. They can have expertise or ignorance about the thing they're talking about. Do they have expertise or ignorance about the thing they're talking about, no matter how baller they may be in some other profession or business model? And my note here is my story of my real estate example. So when I discovered this profession of network marketing, direct sales with a multi-level compensation plan, MLM, pyramid games I talk about today. I was a real estate guy. I was a house flipper. I was experienced in that game, been in the game for a long time. If you don't know my story, I bought and sold 200 single family houses in my 20s. I went through the stage of wannabe, set my arrow, did it, went to the home study courses, went to the events, did the home study courses, all that kind of stuff. And I had a career in that for, I don't know, something like 8 years. And when I discovered this game, multi-level marketing, the pyramid stuff, while there were plenty of people inside the real estate world who were very aware of this profession and were advocates for it and had great things to say about it, there didn't seem to be a shortage of people near me that would just tell me how it was a bad idea. It was either illegal or just, whatever. Oh, on this note, let me touch on this real quick. So house flipping is illegal and those pyramid things are illegal. Now, when I first started in my real estate career, I mean, 3303, I went full time in real estate. So it's 2021 now. So I'm telling old stories, right? But back then, flipping houses was illegal. I used to call myself a real estate investor in the beginning of my career when really I was just flipping houses. I wasn't investing for the future. I was just flipping houses, but flipping houses was common knowledge in the minds of the mainstream people that was illegal. Now today, many years ago now, but there's television programs, Flip That House, and flipping houses is cool and in fashion. I just think that's a funny side note right there. Just like the pyramid things, multi-level marketing, there was no shortage of people in my world from the real estate game who would tell me that those things are, they just kind of look down their nose on it, right? And the point that I'm getting at with this here, and I probably should sit and think this out, which I did think it out. I put notes down and everything, but I literally just walked in the house a moment ago, popped this open, and I even forgot to turn my ring light on the first time until just now. It is on now, so hopefully the lighting's better. And my lamp. I didn't have the lamp or the ring light on, just there's a window right behind the computer, so it wasn't terrible. But anyways, are you gonna post this? All right, so the real estate experts though, here's the moral of the story. Be careful who you take advice from. And the point is that there were ballers in this world who showed up you know what I mean? They like worldly accomplished, and they could look their nose down on this game, but they were not. It was easy for me to understand that they were not an authority. Just because you've made a bunch of money in this does not mean you know a damn thing about this. And I think you got to understand that if you're new in this game, if you're getting started in entrepreneurship, especially sales, if you're new to all of that, and then you go out involved in multi-level marketing, if it feels like a taboo kind of a thing, which is why, by the way, I use MLM and pyramid games all the time in my language. I am doing more direct sales, I would suggest, meaning I'm out there creating customers. Along the way of creating customers, I'm showing off my products and services. Along that way, it is a natural thing. And I'm letting everybody know that obviously there's an opportunity to sell this, offer this market offering. Look at me, I'm doing it, right? So I'm not bashful about that by any stretch. And it would be a disservice for me to not let every prospective customer know that there is also an opportunity here to make money doing this on the side of whatever you're doing without jeopardizing whatever you're doing. For, in my case, $14 a month, you can have 6 e-commerce websites and a opportunity website. So I've got 7 websites that do all of the selling for me. I got to drive traffic to them, but I get all of that for $14 a month. It would be rude of me to not let my prospective customers know when they say things like, ooh, and wow, and awesome, and that's cool, that, hey, there is an opportunity here for you to share this with your neighbors and make money here as well, like I am doing. But that said, my attitude is more of the showing off my products and creating customers. I don't need anybody to join me in my game in order for me to get what I want. I say that because I understand the natural understanding of progression of how these things work. Now, side note, I'm side noting myself too much because I do have the big boy games. I'm going to be a 6-figure monthly earner. My best year ever in real estate was $129,000. I will turn my best year ever into my monthly income. In order for that to become true, there must be that leverage component. I will not be able to sell that much in the time frame, that I'm trying to accomplish this in, right? So in order for that to become true, yes, you do need fellows. You need to offer the opportunity to others and to find, it's a sorting game though. I don't need you to join me in the business. That's my posture always, because I know that what I got makes sense and others see it too. That's validated. That's not theoretical, right? Have that posture when you're going out in the marketplace. Know that your product is sexy, meaning attractive, meaning naturally people want it. And the opportunity, therefore, by definition, is also sexy, attractive, naturally, whatever. So that's a posture side note there, kind of a thing. But the point that I was getting at was these real estate experts, while they are real estate experts, I don't know why I put the quotes on that, that doesn't presuppose that they're experts in all things. Just be careful who you're taking advice from, because the real estate guy can ignore the realities of the pyramids plans, the pyramid games, multi-level marketing, and be ignorant of it. Root word is ignorant, ignore. If you ignore something, you are ignorant of it, right? So just be careful with that. Regardless of what they say, I saw it, I understood it. It stood to reason to me. The 4-minute mile has already been run. All my Tony Robbins people out there know exactly what I mean by that. But before a fella named Roger Bannister came along, it was, again, common knowledge. Be careful with common knowledge, by the way. But it was common knowledge that the human could not run on 2 legs faster, could not run a mile sub 4 minutes. Couldn't do it. The fastest human ever that recorded, blah, 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 you know, all this. Anyway, it was not physically possible for one of these things, this 2-legged creature, to cover the distance of 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. It took more than 4 minutes to do that until Roger Bannister came along. Now, here's what's interesting about that Roger Bannister story, though, is that once Roger Bannister came along and he ran that 4-minute mile, I don't know the details anymore, but like within a few months, somebody else did it. Within a year, like 12 people did it. I made those numbers up. It doesn't matter. But like within a short period of time, a whole bunch of other humans did it. Now, why were they able to do it? So many humans able to do it once Roger Bannister did it is because they believed it was possible. Understand? He demonstrated it. He showed it was possible. So the 4-minute mile was run. They were able to believe that it was possible. Therefore, they were able to achieve that thing, covering the distance of a mile in less than 4 minutes. So the point that I'm making here with this multi-level stuff is you need to understand, you being a fellow networker, if you're young in the game and you're developing your legs, your confidence in yourself and your abilities and what you can do here, and here meaning this profession as a whole. I'm not talking about just my company. I'm talking about the profession as a whole. Dear fellow network marketer, be careful who you take advice from, and know that that 4-minute mile, whatever level, like I just told you, one of my bigger goals, right, is to get to the point of breaking my best year ever in a monthly basis and an ongoing forever, that point forward, forever and ever. That's my intention, my expectation, and where I am 100% going. Now, it happens to be true that that 4-minute mile has already been run, right? And here's the thing. I've been a student of this game long enough, long time, and I have met personally and know the stories of and seen on video enough many people. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel of a whole bunch of people. Eric Worre, when he started Network Marketing Pro, which, by the way, let me brag here real quick. So my MLM alma mater was a company called Agile Enterprises, and I was blessed and fortunate enough to be under the in the downline of Eric Worre and Randy Gage, 2 of the best leaders in the profession. That was my university years in this game. And I was invited I didn't have any reason to be invited to do this because my results were not there. I was still definitely just a wannabe, but Mr. Potential, you don't want to be Mr. Potential, by the way. You want to be Mr. Realization, Mr. Expression, Mr. Demonstration. Anyway, I was working with Eric Worre prior to his development and launching of Network Marketing Pro, which is today probably the biggest generic brand and voice, and has maybe the biggest impact in the profession today. Network Marketing Pro by Eric and Marina Worre. I was working with that dude before he launched that. When he launched that, I watched every episode Network Marketing Pro ever put out. It's not necessarily true today because I've been gone off in different ways and whatnot, but up until just a few years ago, there wasn't an episode that ever came out that I missed. When he launched that project, though, which I believe those episodes may still be on Network Marketing Pro today, right now, I will put a link below under the show notes here of a playlist, though, that I had put together a long time ago. It's only a small glimpse of some of his interviews that were put on YouTube, but he's got a whole playlist of people now he was only interviewing people back then, at least, who were making at least 7 figures a year. And the thought process, his rationale was, a lot of people can get involved in network marketing and kind of stumble upon 6 figures a year, right? Like, you hate to tell the stories about the people who get lucky and all this kind of stuff, because you don't want that mindset expectations. If you're coming in without commitment and you're going to try it, you're probably not going to do anything. And it's probably just going to be a miserable experience. While that is the thing, some people do get lucky and, they sponsor a stud, whatever, and somebody comes along and whatever. But you can't fake your way to 7 figures a year. That was his rationale. So he interviewed a whole bunch of people. And really during that period, he was showing me that there's a heck of a lot more people not just the names, like the Jordan Adlers, like my friend Jordan Adler, my business partner in my company, Mr. Beach Money. He's a big boy brand. He's a big deal and have an impact all over the world in amazing ways. Jordan, I love you, brother. Not just the Jordan Adlers of the world or the Eric Worreys or the Randy Gages of the world, right? That interview series that Eric Worre did on Network Marketing Pro, he showed you all kinds of people who were not names. They were names inside of their company. Some of them weren't even that. Some of them were just quietly in the background kind of a thing, right? But they weren't names in the profession. They weren't big, fancy, fast talking, smooth, you know, whatever kind of people. The point is that there were more people making 7 figures a year inside of this pyramid game than I even fathomed, right? Like, so he helped me see the bigger reach on impact that this profession really has. But anyway, he interviewed a whole bunch of people on Network Marketing Pro who were all doing 7 figures. And not to sound cocky or whatever, blah, blah, but I can tell you this right now. I personally know people who do 7 figures a year in this profession of network marketing, and they ain't got shit on me. And I'm not talking smack about anybody that I know. I'm just saying they're just people. They're just humans. They just put their head down and went to work. And that 4-minute mile has been run by them, then I can run that 4-minute mile too. That's the value of getting to your company's conventions, because you meet people from every walk of life who are doing the things that you are there to do. They're accomplishing the levels that you want to accomplish. Forget the 7-figure thing. That's just my thing, whatever. You know, I'd say network marketing doesn't have to be, network marketing is my passion, right? This is the way I'm going to make my difference in the world, you know, blah, 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 all that stuff. But network marketing does not have to be your passion in order for you to employ it in your world. If you want to just make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, you can do that here. And that should be celebrated and applauded, by the way. Not, oh, he should be making $10,000 a month. No, I just want to make $500 a month, man. Can you leave me alone and let me be happy at my $500 a month? I celebrate the fact that I'm making $500 a month. My couple of my bills are covered. Awesome. Beautiful. Anyway, the 4-minute mile has been run. Just know that. Don't listen to experts in other fields about this if they're not experts in this, right? The pyramid game can give you all that you want. 3 books, I got them. I went and pulled them out to make sure. 3 books that I recommend. If you are new to developing your legs, your confidence, your belief in yourself and in your ability inside this profession, I've got 3 books, right here. One of them is, I'll start off with this one, Beach Money by my friend Jordan Adler. This book right here, I made a website about this, Beach Money. Look on my blog right here on this website, MattWells.biz. For that, I did a 2-minute testimonial about this book. Fantastic book. This book will help you believe in yourself. Before Your Career by Richard Bliss Brooke. This is one of my absolute favorites as well. This book will help you believe in the profession. This is really good for the left mind analytical person, because he really just breaks it down where it just makes sense. You will not be ignorant of the profession and how these stupid big monies are possible. After reading this book, you will understand how the stupid big monies that are not necessarily readily available to the average person. This is what I love about this profession, is that the fact that, let me get on this real quick and then we'll talk about this one. Acknowledge the game's biggest challenge, open arms. So one of the most beautiful thing about this profession is one of its biggest challenges, and its biggest challenge is a PR challenge. Here's the thing. This profession is standing here with wide open arms saying, hey, come, bring your desire, bring your willingness to learn, grow, and develop yourself, and we will help you get everything you want out of this opportunity. Let me say that again. You come, we are here with open arms. Bring your desire, your willingness to learn and grow, and you can have all that you want out of this opportunity. You can take care of the money thing in 4 years. That should not be a lifelong ambition. Per my estimation, my judgment to, whatever, you do you. I don't believe that the money thing should be a problem that we should have for the entirety of our life. That should not be something that we're chasing for the best 40 years of our life. It's not necessary. There is a better way out there. One of the ways is called network marketing. One of the things I love about network marketing is the fact that the average cat can get involved here and they can learn, grow, and expand and develop their entrepreneurial muscles. See, if you want to be an entrepreneur, there's a lot of hats you got to wear, right? If you want to start your own brand and start your own way and do your own thing and all that, it had best be a passion project. I would recommend it had best be a passion project, and you had best be willing to put your nose down and not see and be willing to, I don't want to say expect, because I want you to expect good things, but you need to be willing to go through years and years and years and years of work and growth and planning and doing and reviewing and then planning and then doing and reviewing without results, without being discouraged. It has to be a mission-driven thing. I would recommend. You can't try entrepreneurship. Okay. What I love about network marketing is that the average person can, without any entrepreneurial experience, get involved in our game and develop their entrepreneurial muscles. You can learn what it means to be an entrepreneur here in a space that, without jeopardizing what you're currently doing, and I'll use my company as an example, $14 a month. So, $100 a year, whatever, called $14 a month. For $14 a month, you can be an entrepreneur, open for business. Now, you don't have to wear all the hats that you would if you were starting your own thing. That's a beautiful thing. In network marketing, you've got a multi-million-dollar operation. You got a marketing team. You've got a blah, blah, blah team. You got a policies team. You got this team. You got all the legal, blah, blah, blah. All the heavy lifting is done for you inside of network marketing, but you still have got to develop the entrepreneurial mindset and skill set in order to make even this game work for you. Even with all of the heavy lifting being taken care of for you, you still had best become an entrepreneur. And that's a mindset thing. Anyway, one of the things I love about this profession is the fact that there is no gatekeeper. There's nobody telling you you cannot play. There is no discriminator of persons. Anybody, I don't care who you are, what your background was, what kind of degree you have or don't have. You can come from Yale, you can come from jail. Does not matter. There are countless companies out there with their arms wide open saying, hey, this is another side tangent here, but in the employee game, you're trying to make yourself attractive, kind of going to these big organizations like, please pick me, allow me to come add my value to your organization and give me a paycheck. In network marketing, flip that. You got all these multi-million-dollar organizations, or some get billion-dollar. You have these huge organizations that are courting you. They're saying, hey, we have more fun at our events. We do this here. Look how we lavish our leaders. Look how we blah, 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 blah. Look how much fun we're having over here. Do you see the difference there? You are the individual is courted by the organization in a different way than what you see in the employee game. Just, that's kind of cute and fun to play with. Anyway, last book I want to touch on is my man Cody Bateman's book, MLM Blueprint by Cody Bateman. This is my business partner as well. So these two guys are in business with me. I'm in business with them. really. Cody Bateman is he is the founder and chief visionary officer of my company, Greener Still and Send Out Cards. But he wrote this book, MLM Blueprint, and it's called, the subtitle is Your Subconscious Journey to Network Marketing Success. I cannot rave. This is not, I'm not going to open it because I have my notes in it. It's a workbook. This book right here. Yeah. Anyway, it's powerful. But if you read these 3 books, this will build your belief. So if you've started a network marketing career with any company and you're going out there in the world and you're just having a hard time solidifying your belief in yourself and in your ability inside this game, read these 3 books. Read these 3 books and study this one. Where's it at? Study this one. Read this one with a pen in your hand and do the exercises. Yeah. Let's see. What else do I have on here? Compare your potential to no one else. Oh, yeah. I think my point on that one was I was talking about in my mind when I was doing real estate, young real estate, telling me what's up and how I'm doing. When I was in real estate, I was doing well, better than, I had previously. High school dropout, working at a casino, started doing the real estate thing, got into the 80,000 range. Then I broke into the 6 figures. Every year was getting a little bit better. 109, 129. Then I immediately went from 129 to 32,000. I think it was what it was. Yeah. I went from $129,000 income to the next year, I made $32,000. And that was the start of all my, I don't know what it was now. 4 years later, 2 or 3, I lived for a little bit without getting a job, but a few years later I got a job, and, we closed down the office and, whatever. That was that walking into 2000, what was it now? 8. Houses quit selling. I didn't have residual rent. I didn't have residual income. I wasn't a landlord. I was just a flipper. I would buy it, fix it, and sell it. Houses quit selling. It was what it was. Anyway, by the way, that was not a thing that I would have designed. I wouldn't have chosen to have my business that I had finally thought that I'd arrived. I had a 2,600 square foot office, 2 full-time employees. The office was getting opened every day by Lisa at 9 o'clock in the morning. I think it was back then. This is a lifetime ago now. But I mean, the vision that I had in my mind, I was living it, right? I thought I'd arrived and every year was getting a little bit better. And that year that I made $32,000, by the way, I was scheduled halfway through the year with just the properties that we had already bought. I had 2 business partners, the properties that we had already bought, renovated, and had listed, or we were selling them ourselves, because sometimes we'd list them with a realtor. Sometimes my partner Tammy would sell our properties in-house. But either way, we had them fixed. We had them signed in the yard for sale, market, come get it. If we didn't buy any more houses that year, this is in June, halfway through the year, I was going to make roughly $250,000. So every year was getting a little bit better. I stood to make, my cut was $250,000. And that year that I stood to make $250,000, I made I want to say I made $32,000 that year. It was like $98,000 less than the previous year without thinking about it too much, something like that. I wasn't set up to, I thought I was going to make 6 figures for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So, what's this? And then within a short order, a couple years later, whatever, everything really had changed. And yeah, I'm rebuilding myself now, the pyramid thing. But the pyramid thing, had I made $250,000 that year, I probably would not have paid attention when somebody showed me one of those pyramid things. And I never even knew this profession existed until I was ready to look at it. And then once I did, and I realized what it was and what was going on, I had realized, oh, you know what? People had approached me about these MLM things before, but I gave them no attention. Either they did it in a lottery kind of a way, just didn't feel, whatever, like it seemed a little, the way they were selling it was, bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's the trap. That's the booby trap. And 2, I was killing it in the game in my own mind. You know what I mean? I wasn't open. I didn't need anything else. I was doing fine. I was living my dream, kind of a thing, right? But that shaking of my life kind of a thing, waking things up or whatever, forced me to be a little bit more open-minded and look at other things. And I'm so grateful for that experience of my recession, because I found my calling. I found the thing that I'm going to do for the career of my life. Basically, it's not even about money anymore. Like, this is the way I'm going to have all of my money stuff. And more than that, this is the way that I'm going to make my difference in the world. This is the way I'm going to have impact on the lives of others. I'm not giving anybody a fish. I'm here to teach anybody who wants to fish, as I'm learning to fish. I'm not arrogantly saying that. I'm plan, do, review. No, learn and share, whatever. Anyway, yeah. Pyramid games, the 3 books. I compare myself to my potential, not to the world around me. And then when I was in real estate, and I got to the point of finally getting the 6-figure point, my best, my little circle of 5, they talk about, was telling me how much I was killing it, whatever. Here's one thing I can take credit for. I've been good at picking games that are designed for me to win, but I've been a classic underachiever in basically everything I've ever done. And I'll use the real estate thing as an example. In an industry, and I know real estate, creative real estate investing, I'm not bragging. I mean, I was a dubious student for a long time. I went to all the courses, you know what I mean? I was going to say Ron LeGrand, Carlton Sheets. I started with Carlton Sheets, Ron LeGrand, Robert Shemin, Lou Brown. I mean, Scott Britton, you name them. I mean, I went to everybody's events. I was doing all these things. I've been trained by some of the best in the creative real estate investing space. I played a game that set people up financially financial freedom. And I just made some decent money for a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm good at picking the right games, but I haven't necessarily taken full advantage of the games that I've been playing. And I've been playing small. And that's a whole nother subject, that some things I've been working on here myself as well. And I'm getting better at accepting and allowing and stepping into it. Anyway, part of that is this shit. Putting out this blog that I'm not in love with already because sometimes I think I should think it out more, but whatever. I thought it out. It's mapped. Look, it's on the paper right there. I put some notes down there. All right. So just be careful who you take advice from. Do they have expertise or ignorance about the thing they're talking about, no matter how baller they are in some other profession or business model, no matter how they show up in life? Don't get wowed by somebody's amazing results in something when they're talking about something else. Real estate experts, advice on MLM. In my experience, yeah, there were people telling me, kind of looking down their nose at the MLM thing, telling me I should stay in real estate, whatever. 4-minute mile's been run. Compare yourself to your potential, nobody else. The pyramid game can give you all you want, the 3 books. Oh, open invitation to play 20 questions. Let's debate. Yeah. So I just being cocky, just being whatever. I do have opinions on the pyramid games. And I do use the word MLM and pyramids on purpose. The pyramid scheme is a slang term. First of all, scheme just means a plan. It doesn't mean a shitty plan. It doesn't mean a dubious plan. It doesn't mean, a poor plan, let's say. It's just a plan. That's what a scheme is a plan, right? Pyramid, slang. It's a slang term. There is no such thing as a pyramid scheme. It's a term that is used generically in many ways. Corporate America is a pyramid scheme, right? And it's a pretty poor pyramid if you want to compare. I'm not talking smack on jobs. I'm genuinely not. I never would I. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't come off that way when I first got involved in network marketing because I found something amazing and, whatever. I was that cliche guy. I know. But I'm not. I don't. I bless you in your journey no matter what you're doing. And I don't really care what you do. I'm cool doing what I'm doing kind of a thing. So I don't look down my nose on the corporate America thing. But I will tell you, if you look down your nose on my MLM pyramid scheme, especially if you are living in that corporate America pyramid scheme, the corporate America pyramid scheme where only the guy at the top makes all the money. And worse than that, he's not incentivized. The people at the bottom don't have that same opportunity. And people at the top are not incentivized to reach down with open arms and help those who are reaching up get what they want. Our pyramid's better. I'll play 20 questions with anybody. We have a better pyramid than any pyramid that I've ever seen, any organizational structure that I've ever seen. And our thing is not actually a pyramid. We get the cliche thing because, you see the example. I was going to go to my whiteboard, but the 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3, and it looks like a pyramid. Here, the reality of it is that is for demonstrative purposes only. Never does it ever work out that way where you're going to sponsor 3 and only 3. And those 3 are going to sponsor 3 and only 3. And those 3, by the way, those not, are going to sponsor. It doesn't work out that way. They say it looks more like a pyramid in any organizational structure, any developed MLM leaders organizational structure who has an actual organization in their down, has an organization, has a downline. It doesn't look like a pyramid. It looks more like a diamond because the ones who get the point of, let's say, to the 7-figure guys, the ones who can't fake it, you can't fake your way to 7 figures, right? You can't get lucky to 7 figures. Even in this pyramid scheme, I don't know of any stories of anybody who ever got lucky, right? If a stud shows up in their organization, they'll do well. They'll get 6 figures, which is celebratable. Is that even possible in the employee game? In the corporate America pyramid? And you hate to even touch on that because you really don't want to come in with a lottery mentality because you will fail. Some people do win the lottery. Yeah. Does that mean that should be your retirement plan? You know what I mean? Anyway, it looks more like a diamond because the person who has a true developed organization probably sponsored about 100 people, and about 3 to 7 of those 100 people are picked up the ball for their own personal reasons and decided to run with it of that front line that they sponsored. You know what I mean? So there's no pyramid here in reality in our game, but we get the pyramid thing because of the demonstration, the illustrative purposes. Actually, I think in Richard's 4-year career, look, he even talks about that. Look, does that look like a pyramid or a diamond? Anyway, really good book. 4-year career, MLM Blueprint, Beach Money. Check them out if you want to know what's up. If you are in this game, here, I'll tell you this. If you are in network marketing in whatever company you're in and you have not read these books, fix that. All right. Yeah. Oh, open debate, open invitation. If you have a cynicism for our pyramids, the network marketing, multi-level marketing pyramid, and you think that it takes advantage of people in some way, or it's not an equal opportunity. No, it's a disrespecter of persons, meaning it doesn't care about who you are, where you come from. It's an open opportunity. Come. We got an opportunity for you. If you think without jeopardizing what you're currently doing, without risking your home. It's $14 a month in the example of my company. Most companies are a very similar price. For the cost of a consumer item, you can be literally open for business and be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have the full support of not only the corporate structure, the company that you've partnered with, but you also have an upline. This is the beauty of this model. This is why I love this model so much. If you join me in business, I'm just using myself as an example here, but if you join me in this business, you say, Shorty, I want to get this, that, or the other thing out of my greener still business. I will say, great. I want to help you do that. The fact that, and I'll use this guy, not that you're going to get personal relationship with all the different people at the studs, but here's the thing. Jordan Adler, he does a call every Monday night. Every Monday night, he is talking to us Greener Still affiliates about how we can grow our business, how we can reach our dreams in this Greener Still opportunity. He's giving himself to others. He wants to breathe life into life. He wants to help those who are willing to reach up and help themselves. It's incentivized. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We've got a support structure and we've got everything else that you need in order to get where you're trying to go. And that's a beautiful thing. So if you think you have some negative things to say about our pyramids, I invite you to play 20 questions with me. I'm not kidding. It's an open invitation. I'm very confident that if we have a civil conversation about your criticisms and my celebrations of this field, of this opportunity, my shit stands to reason. And yours is excuses and bullshit. And is there any shortage of douchebags? Oh, I didn't finish this thought. The biggest challenge that this profession has is its greatest thing, and that is the fact that there is no gatekeeper. Any douchebag with his $14 can get involved in an opportunity and then go out there and sell it like a lottery ticket, promise something for nothing, all the silly things that do not work and are going to get you burnt out and look a fool. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. So, hey, I've definitely rambled on long enough. I appreciate you tuning in. I love your face. I'm going to go take a shower and then get on with my day. And yeah, Matt Shorty Wells. Oh, don't forget the call to action. Please do subscribe to MattWells.biz. I have an opt-in box. You will know when I post the next episode. But more than that, I want to say, you'll also be on my email list. Don't think, because I've had some friends come to me and say, have told me, I check in with your blog every, and everything and see what's new, whatever. I said, did you subscribe? I'm like, no, but I go back to your blog. Listen, subscribing to this website, MattWells.biz, you're going to be on my email list. There are emails that go out that are not going to be public posts that you will not see. So probably about 20% of the content or conversations that I'm having with my audience here at MattWells.biz, you will miss out on if you're just checking the website from time to time and see what public blog posts I've made. So subscribe, MattWells.biz. Appreciate you tuning in. Love your face. I don't know. I can't see your face. Anyway, hey, I sincerely appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in. See you on another one soon. See me on another one soon.